My training as a graduate student, the guidelines there with our supervisors were that in the 50-minute session we would have, say, to the person with serious alcohol problem, that they need to quit for the next week. We have confidence they can quit, so we told them to come back after, quit this week. And what happened was that too many did not come back. And as a young emerging therapist, that was really demoralized. Later, I found a solution to it when I discovered the stages of change. And so somebody who was not ready to quit for the next week or not ready to quit in the next 30 days, I had ways of helping them progress from one stage to the next. First of all, we assess what stage someone is in, and if they're in pre-contemplation, we know that they underestimate the benefits of changing and overestimate the cost. And so the first principle of progress is to help them appreciate the multiple benefits that they would get from getting free from alcohol or smoking or other problem behaviors. So I would talk, I might interact with a question. Do you think that quitting drinking would be helpful for your relationship with your wife? And the patient says, oh yeah, she's the one who sent me here. Mm-hmm. Do you think that you're quitting drinking would actually save you money because you'd be working better and saving money? And he might answer, oh, I would save you money. And I would say, well, that's true. But there are not many things you can do in your life that would take and help you in so many ways, including financially. So that's just an example in terms of helping somebody to progress from pre-contemplation to contemplation. Pre-contemplation are the toughest because they're defensive, because everybody is trying to pressure them to take immediate action. They're demoralized. They frankly don't know how to change because all that's been typically offered to them is you have to quit, you have to quit. And they say, I know I have to quit. Tell me how I can do this. And so we did a thing where I had an assessment for somebody in pre-contemplation, which was, I'm intending to go back to smoking as soon as basic training is over. And the military did a 60-minute session on the pros of changing, and they found that those in pre-contemplation who received that treatment were 4 to 5 times more likely to be free from smoking at 12-month follow-up. If a therapist is trained in stages of change, then they can be empathic with somebody in pre-contemplation. Mm-hmm. They can help with interactions like helping the person appreciate the benefits that would come from making an important change in their life. So, yeah, it doesn't mean we get them immediately to action. It means we increase the chances that they've broken out of this demoralized defensive place and are progressing and much, much freer to open for help from coaches and counselors and friends and family. With smoking, literature has historically shown that that's the toughest of addictions to get free from. I'm just working on an article right now where we had a major breakthrough and we were successful at long-term follow-up, 3 years, 45% success. What is the best predictor of psychotherapy outcomes? It's a therapeutic relationship, the therapeutic alliance. And the better that is, the better the outcomes will be. Mm-hmm. But then we ask the question, what's the best predictor of dropouts, prematurely from therapy. Best predictor thus far is stage of change. We found over 90% of the premature dropouts were in the pre-contemplation stage.
Okay.
So if the therapist knows and is skilled and is sensitive, they can help those people to stay in therapy, they can help form a much better relationship, and they can help produce much better outcomes. There is growing consensus that the majority of chronic diseases, disabilities, lost productivity, and premature death is due to 4 behaviors. We call it the big 4, and those are smoking, alcohol abuse, unhealthy diets, and inadequate exercise. And then we say +1, and that's stress or distress, because stress or distress is what drives the big 4. And frankly, I would recommend the best right now for the big 4+1 is changing to Thrive. It has all kinds of exercises. You could use it with clients, and it's really designed for the public, but professionals are appreciating it a lot as well.